accountable to.
Yeah.
Without you knowing me, right? We heard of each other. You heard of me.
Yeah.
You gonna know that this I'm accountable to.
Yeah.
You can be like, oh, I'm 2 degrees from this that you can figure out who I'm accountable to. And them can hold me accountable. Same with you, even though you're not a game maker, there's a community of people you represent that if I was like, man, then Juan I tripping, they can hold you accountable. People to me, if you're hip hop, that's the standard, right? Because you become the spokesman of culture, of some cult, of some group. Who the fuck, if I wanted to call somebody on act, who would I call? If I was like, man, your homeboy tripping. Who? None of us would be able to know.
We know who they call.
Right.
If it was Flacco, right?
Yeah.
Call the police.
Who would I call on? Hey, Flacco, man. Hey, Flacco misrepresenting y'all. Who?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Drake. Hey, man, he really messed with. Hey, who?
His
That's
daddy
how
don't
you
care.
know. Because they got their own little situations,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you know, to his point, like, you know, you wasn't around. To Pop's point, like, I'm from another country. It's hard for me to get here. Whatever they figure, I'm just saying that's what hip hop is. There's this right now that I could call and say something about Ice-T, and they could talk to Ice-T. Ice-T's 70. Like, God willing, Ice-T makes 70 years old in 2 years. And there's still somebody I could call, like, man, Ice is tripping, man. And they'll call Ice and, hey, man, Snoop, wealthy, successful, and call him back, hey, man, Snoop tripping. And they'll get Snoop on the phone, like, man, what's up with you, man, this, that, and the third. And Snoop would feel like he was accountable, like, I answered to this man. That's the biggest thing. That's this cultural thing. There's nobody that's bigger than a program. It's always somebody that we hold each other accountable. That's what hip-hop or any of this shit, especially hip-hop, is about. But I'm saying we have people talking about hip-hop things, right? We have people talking about hip-hop things that are not a part of it.
And that's where I got a little bit Miss Hummus was coming from as far as our perspective. Because 90% of hip-hop, people talking about hip-hop ain't hip-hop.
I agree, but
90%.
But it's 90% of people talking about black shit ain't black.
That's true. That's true. And so for those of us who truly are from the culture, again, you don't go back and forth with no clown.
That's how I feel.
You don't go back and forth with a clown, but I think it is our responsibility to correct narratives.
And that's what I do. So, like, in this particular situation, I was talking to Miss Hummus about, what happened was somebody I know that's in the know said, man, hey, Drake spent $5 to $6 million on this album. And I'm like, no fucking way, I would see it. What you mean? No, I'm telling you, he did. And there's somebody who would know. And I'm like, man, hell no, I would see it. Because I'm thinking who he is. He's one of the best record makers. Sure, you can make all this, but you're going to spend it in the records. And then, like, I had to revisit. So I've been watching the rollout and the campaign, and I'm like, damn, where did the marketing dollars go?
Ice.
It went on us.
Yeah,
it went
streams.
on people like My Voice, not just streams. Like, he hired a company to change narratives.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. I heard that too.
Big money, right?
Yeah.
And so I saw it before I heard it. I was like, like every tweet would have I'm like, this is weird. Like, so who are these people? Like, these people ain't. So then I'm looking, and I start figuring out, I'm uncovering it. So now I'm like, oh, he did hire some companies, that got 50, 60,000 accounts that's moving ideas and trying to change perspective. So I knew that was happening, but I didn't think about it. So now revisiting when the lawsuit comes back and somebody said, hey man, yours is money. And it was the money, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, he spent a couple $1 million on narrative redirection. On controlling the narrative. And I'm like, so I was having that conversation. And I was like, I don't know if it was a good idea to spend $2 million, $3 million on just guiding narrative if you don't need culture. Yeah. Like, he don't need culture.
He don't need culture.
Like, bro, you're a record-making animal. You're like one of the best record makers, not writers. They don't got nothing to do with that. I mean, the ability to convince you that this idea sounds good, he is one of the best. And I'm like, you can just spend it on that and it's going to work for you. But I was saying in the stream, I think it's personally bothering him so much what people are saying, because he kind of fell in love with being down, like being a part of the movement. And I was saying that I think that was a bad business move for him. You know what I mean? And I was breaking down his deals. I'm like, man, that's $400 million, that's $40 million. That shit ain't real. Like, it don't work that way.
And he owe them folks, don't they? Like, so look, that makes sense because, but narrative, see, our culture, that's what he doesn't realize. Everybody needs to touch our culture. That's why our green light is so important. They come to us for the green light, Kid Rock, Post Malone, Elvis. Right. And you get that quick green light, and then you could be back over there forever.
Yeah.
You know, what's her name? Miley Cyrus that came back for the quick little green light to get her career back in order.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But they understood that we really don't mess with these, but we know the green light. Now let's just go over here and you can say whatever you want. Jack Harlow, you can say whatever you want to say. What you're saying is some real stuff, though. Drake came in and got bit by the bug and fell in love with the bug.
It. Because he was already...
he should have known. You don't need this no more.
He broke with it in the slightest, being signed to Tune, Stunner, and all of them, and Lil J and them. He broke because his record was the shit, and it was like he was such a good record maker. It worked. Mm-hmm. He only needed this much. He got... I mean, don't get me wrong, Lil Wayne was only the hottest street urban act at that time in the world. There was a couple of things that happened.
You couldn't avoid listening to Drake back in the days.
But he plunged deeper, and I don't know if it was of value. Mm-hmm. I do think there's something about pop music that don't have the longevity as genre or like black music, right? And pop is a black music too, which me and you talked about it before. But I'm saying the traditional pop music seems to come and go. Mm-hmm. And I think when he dove deeper, I don't know if it was ever just good business. I think it was always a personal journey for him to change. And I was talking about it on the show. And somebody clipped it, and obviously here it is, and people act like he's disagreeing, like he's saying it like I'm saying it to create a narrative to give Kendrick an odds. And I'm like, this don't have nothing to do with Dot. Like, Dot came and did what he wanted to do and just did whatever he did. Like, he won.
But what does that do? It proves your point. Because if Ack is going that hard against what you said, that means 1 + 1 is 2. You might be one of the allegedly,
right?
But if it behaves like it, if it walk like it,
in our face with the chain,
right?
That shit crazy. That's what crazy. But I'm like,
you got the chain on.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, you was
how
paid.
You calling me a liar, nigga? Out of
the receipt is on your neck.
Yeah, you right.
You telling the whole story that you went and he took you to the top floor. He's no, you gonna meet the boy now, and you sitting right there. You like, this is the first time y'all. Nigga, you are one of the things he paid. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was interesting. So when I talk about it, I think I talk about it with so much grace, and I'm not offended. And I think my audience want me to be offended, but I'm more enamored that we, and to our defense, it has been a rough ride for us over here in America. You know what I mean? It's been a very rough ride for us. So I understand our desire and attachment to success and things that are successful. We do not want to divorce ourselves. It takes a lot for us to divorce ourselves from things that are successful. You know what I'm saying? So I get the concept, but the crazy part, King, is like, I don't know what am I supposed to be mad about.
That's the thing.
I'm watching him run a play.
You're not supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm like, well, how do I call him out? Call him out that he's saying that I'm wrong about this? Well, he's living proof that I'm right.
It's on his neck.
You're at the party. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what did Drake do? He did what he did. And again, no, I don't believe in disrespecting no culture, but you watch how it behaves. Look how Hollywood behaves. His mom's side of the culture. Sure. It's all about paying them people in media to spin narratives. Or that's control. All it's about. Yeah. Control, spin narratives.
Ever since World War II, they was like, we'll never be behind that shit.
We'll never be behind
get that shit right.
We gonna make sure
we need to control it.
If I fell into a pool, we gonna have a narrative go out there that said I flew over it. Yeah. So whatever it happened, we gonna spin it. So it's just you throw it out there and then watch how it behaves. And for those who see, they gonna see. And the rest of them, the deaf, dumb, and blind, they're gonna be that regardless. You can't wake nobody up until they choose to. So,
very matrix.